Hey everybody, today's more of a shop update, some little odds and ends. I got one important tip I want to share with you here, but I'll show you what's going on. You know, we're doing a lot of little things here, trying to get these cars ready to rip. Two of them almost ready for tin work. But I want to share what's going on, and so I can keep you up to date. Here goes nothing. Worked on this baby a little bit. This has got that Anthony Jones Engineering cross member in it. The suspension part showed up so we can get the A-arms on it and everything. But then to do the coil spring mounts, these pieces have to come off. So Ronnie's coming in today to take care of that. Jeff and I stuck the transmission up in it. I don't know if you can see that. I wanted to get it off the top of the jack, so we got the trans in it. It went in good. So now it's basically front suspension on it. He wants us to mount the alternator and the vacuum pump. We'll put the drive shaft in and then get it on the scales, get everything squared to the world, and he can take her home. Of course, Ronnie's got to finish putting headers on, just odds and ends stuff. And then Jeff has about got this knocked out to where we can start doing tin work. Shifter mounts in, steering columns in, brake pedal, all that great stuff is finished. All the tabs and brackets, other than we got to put some brake line tabs in the back, but he's going to mount the rear end today so that we can fix these quarter panels, because we've got to get the rear end up in it and the wheels on it so I can figure out where the quarter panel, the wheel well opening's got to start and stop. So that's coming here next week. The Willies, I got the doors glued together. I tried propping them up like Scott and Zach do. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get enough ratchet straps, and every time I did it wanted to buckle the skin wrong, so I used Clecos. But they're together. They look good dry when I had them on there. Both, like I say, both doors are done. This one's here. I'll have to clean them up a little bit, clean the edges up, and then start fitting the margins. But I've been working on this. I got the dashboard in it. You can see there, it's an aluminum insert that fastens to the crossbar for the dash, and you can take the fiberglass cover off to service everything. So all that's done. Then I've been working in the back trying to get odds and ends done back here. I'm going to finish tacking all this stuff together today. So she's getting close. I'm hoping by next week, end of next week, this one's ready for tin. I have to mount the deck lid. I have to fit the windows, the sides, the door windows. I think everybody's seen. I got the patterns cut for them, so I won't final cut them till I'm ready to reassemble the car. So, but she's going good. The tip I wanted to show you guys, which is very cool. This here is like a 3M foam sanding block. I got these from my buddy Craig Emmel. He got them from a buyout of some stuff from 3M. But these things here are super handy. As you well know, when you have to weld a joint like this, you have to clean it, get the mill scale or whatever off so you can weld. This little block right here, that does a ticket right there. A couple swipes and it's cleaner than a beaner. So highly recommend getting some of them if you're TIG welding. I mean, it works for mild steel too. Like when you're welding these mild steel tubes and you got to clean the crap out of the way, and they work awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go back here and look at Halfbaked. I assumed when I put this together that the tail light panel is welded together properly, and boy was I wrong. I went ahead and mounted the deck lid on the car. As you can see, it's got the deck lid on it, and when I did, everything fit good up here until this point, but these corners were pushed in about 1 inch. You can see I drilled the spot welds out and re-welded them, but there in turn that made this bottom panel down here wrong. So I got the bumper laying here on the floor. But what I've done in my thinking is I put a hidden trailer hitch in it. Since I'm going to be doing the 6 Smokies, I put the trailer hitch goes behind the license plate, and I'll put the license plate mount on a piece that slides in there and I can pin in. I needed to put a rear cross member in it. You can see that. So I used a piece of 2x2 tubing and I welded the receiver in the middle of it, and I left room for the pin for the hitch right there. So when I'm not racing it, I can pull that out, slide my license plate adapter in there, and nobody will know it's got a trailer hitch. That turned out pretty cool, and not my idea. Jeff shared that with me. He saw it on somebody else's car. We thought it was pretty trick, so I added it to mine. And I got all my, like, all this stuff's all welded in. The deck lid fits great now, so I got all that done. And of course I had to push the quarter panels out here as well. I had to go out this way because this thing was too tight. It was just wrong every which way. So therein I assumed, and it made an ass out of me. So next thing I got to do on this, I got my trunk hinges. I don't know if you can see them, but up in here I've got to attach them to the main hoop supports. I'm going to do that next. Then I'm going to work on my pannard and my shock mounts, and I can get this thing off the jig so it's a little easier to work on. You all seen inside before. I got my toe boards finally, so I got to fit them in. I will wait until I get it off the jig to do that. But so far she's coming along pretty good. I think Bill's coming today to look at his car. Jeff's coming in. He's, like I say, do the rear end and the Vega, get that done. He's got the steering done. Next thing we got to do is stick the small block in and make the small block mount work. Typical, if you look at this, typical home builders, and this is what you got to watch for. We know that Rex mounted level in this car. That front cross member that they welded in is probably an inch out of whack. So, you know, where do you stop? That's what we got going on. I know this isn't a long one, but I mean, we've done a bunch on the Duster. Hopefully it can leave next week. And both of these, like the Willies and the Vega, are ready for tin work, because they need, we need to get these done and move on to another project. Where Jeff and I are both getting tired of working on these things. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. Thanks for watching. Share and like.